Another episode of True Vine Talks with Linda and Rachel.
Hmm.
And we're picking up where we left off in our previous episode on the Dark Triad, right? And
Yes.
today we're gonna talk a little bit about how can you learn how to recognize healthy relationships, right? With some lessons from the Dark Triad.
Hmm. Yeah, we want to identify when we're in an interaction with someone that's not healthy for us versus someone that is healthy for us. And like Rachel said in her notes here is we're not always looking for the bad guy or the villain. And
Right.
like like we've said in previous podcasts with Carl Jung is we all have a shadow side. So if you look close
Yeah.
enough, you have traits too. So I like to keep that in mind. It's just that you know you have a conscious, you're conscientious, and you would never act on any dark parts
Right.
in a wrong way.
Yeah. It's normal to think, oh, that made me so mad. I'd love to get back at them for that, but you don't actually do it.
Yeah.
That's the difference that makes you good, you know?
Yeah. You could say, "Oh, I hope they get some bad karma."
Yeah.
I
What
hope
comes around goes around, baby.
they reap what they sow.
Yeah.
Those terms, yeah. This is,
Yes.
I love this first one. Rachel sent me. Charm is not the same as kindness.
Isn't that
Kind.
true?
So if
Yeah.
I'm charming, I'm charismatic, I'm creative, I'm fun, I'm making you laugh, I'm picking
Hmm.
up on some things with you.
You are so likable.
Hmm.
Everyone you meet likes you.
Yeah.
Everyone has good things to say about you,
Yes.
unless you've burnt them. But
Well,
then
then
everybody else is like, what are you talking about? Linda? Not Linda. She's great.
she's so awesome. She would never do anything wrong. Ever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charm is the way someone makes you feel in their presence, right? When I'm
Yeah.
around them, it's always like fun. They're the life of the
Exciting.
party.
Yes.
They make you feel special. They always know exactly what to say.
Yeah. Like almost oddly so. Like you're like almost like, did they study me? And
Yeah, right?
how do they
Like
know?
if you're like, man, I feel like I've known this person forever.
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. There's your sign. Does that mean that person's terrible, awful human being? No, but they have charm. Doesn't
Yeah.
mean they're going to use their charm for bad. Just means we need to notice that, oh, this person's very charming. Right?
Yeah. They're very captivating, charismatic. They play the saxophone and I just get mesmerized. I'm not saying
Or
any
the
names.
or the guitar or the drums or whatever. Yeah. Not saying any name.
No, and again, I played in the band. We're not saying people that play in a band are all have Dark Triad. I'm just
Mm,
saying the appeal is there. There's an attraction to them.
yes. They create a very strong emotional connection very quickly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you're almost blindsided by it. It's like, wow, they're so into me. They make me feel on top of the world.
Hmm. And people confuse that for love.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean,
They're charming, they make you
yeah.
feel special, but are they being respectful of your boundaries? Are they
Yeah.
considerate when they, even when they're frustrated,
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
right? Like they make you feel like the most important person in the room, how are they treating other people
Yeah.
on their worst day?
That's good. Yeah. And what
That's
did
kindness, right? We're tweezing the difference
yes,
between charming and kind.
charming and kind. Yeah. Charming's very surface. It's very much a public persona, whereas kindness is, oh, I want to make sure that Grant has some money for his lunch today. I'm gonna send him money. No one knows that. Okay, that's kindness coming from
Yes.
the heart space.
Yeah.
Um, charm
Doing,
is,
I like how you said no one knows that. I just want to go back to that. That's important, right?
yeah, yeah.
Charm is very public
Mm,
display. Kindness can happen in a quiet, private way, right? It's
yes,
like dignity is how you act when no one's watching, type of thing.
yeah. Integrity is
Yes,
I
integrity.
do. Yes, dignity and integrity. I do what I say I believe,
Yes.
not for performance or to, you know, move people in a direction I want them to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So you can ask yourself, right?
Hmm.
Do they just make me feel good when I'm around them? Or are they consistently doing good through their behavior?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Right? We want to look for someone that's consistently doing good,
right.
not just to me, but also to others, right?
Yeah.
To the wait staff at the restaurant,
Mm.
okay? To, your service personnel, to the nurses, to the janitors, right? They don't think that they're above others.
That's true. That is so true. Yeah. There's like in your notes, there's a humility there. There's a humbleness that I'm human, I mess up. You're human, you mess up.
Mhm.
I'm sorry if I said something that hurt your feelings.
Yes. Yeah. They care about your feelings even if it inconveniences them.
Say that
Even,
again. That's good.
yeah, a kind person
Mm-hmm.
cares about your feelings even if they inconvenience them, even if they create discomfort, right?
Yeah.
If you bring
Yeah.
something to me that makes me feel uncomfortable, that might inconvenience me. What I mean is like, hey, Rachel, I'm really disappointed with, your behavior or whatever, right? That's
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna feel uncomfortable in that conversation because that's hard to hear, right? So that's inconvenient. I'm like, ugh, I don't want to have this conversation, right? If I'm kind, right, and considerate, I'm going to hear you out, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to acknowledge that you're right, okay, and that I understand where you're coming from.
Yes. You understand where I'm coming from. You have what we call in psychology is theory of mind. And that is the ability to know that other people have opinions, thoughts, beliefs, and feelings different from you.
Yes.
Theory of mind. Yes.
Mhm.
And it's
Yeah.
okay that they do. I want the audience to
Yeah.
hear that. It's
More than
okay that people
okay.
differ from you. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Right. So we're talking about, right, like humility, willingness to learn, ability to admit mistakes, openness to feedback, which
Yes.
leads us to our second, like, bullet point, if you will, of
Right.
identifying, right, like a dark triad versus a healthy person. Confidence is not the same as competence.
Can you define competence for us, Rachel?
Yeah, competent person can say, right? Here's what I know. Here's what I don't know. Here's how I'm going to figure it out.
That's good.
They don't play the role of like, I know everything. I'm holier than thou.
Holier than thou. Yes. They're not they're not up here and you're somewhere down here.
Hmm.
They don't have, someone that has false confidence. They act like they know more. They're better than you. They're more righteous than you. You're just a lowly person over there. You
Yes.
got to come to me for the answers.
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So you feel kind of like, man, I just can't measure up to this person. They're just charming, they're smart, they know everything, they do all the right things. Please don't believe that about anybody. Don't believe that.
Right.
Folks don't believe that people are perfect, please.
Yeah. I know exactly what I'm doing. You
Yes.
need to trust me. Right. Confidence is so attractive. We cannot deny that. We naturally gravitate toward
Yeah.
confidence. It feels reassuring. It feels like, wow, this person's really secure in who
Mm,
they are.
yeah. That's good you said that, secure, Rachel, because being secure in who you are isn't the same as false confidence. Oh,
Yeah.
your lantern
My
came on.
light came on for my aloe vera plant back there.
Great. I love that. Side
Yeah.
note.
Side note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's just this you know, a persona, and that's a masking. It's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. They're trying to, you know, maneuver the Machiavellian maneuver people so they can get something they want. Now, what the Dark Triad wants is, and I want to make sure folks understand, it's not necessarily that it doesn't have to always be harmful. They could just want to manipulate you and get you to do what they want you to do for power and control and for purposes maybe you don't even know about.
Right.
And you may not even know you're being used in their chess game.
Right.
So, it's not always super dark necessarily. They could just be trying to move you in places for their own agenda, power,
Hmm.
control. I don't know. What are some other things they're trying to get inside that they don't have in life?
To feel successful, to feel
Hmm.
like they've achieved or accomplished their goals, right?
Right. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
really a surface level
Hmm.
what they're presenting versus what they are.
Yeah. Or in a lot of cases, we mentioned discomfort, right? To avoid discomfort.
Hmm.
If it's like a almost like a form of self-regulation, if that makes
Yeah.
sense, right? I don't have to feel discomfort if
Right.
I can control everyone around me and make them do exactly what I want and need them to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to look at myself
Yeah.
in
Or I
the
don't
in
have to be annoyed with whoever, right? My partner, my children, my friends, right? I don't have to feel frustrated at them because I don't know what to do with annoyance and frustration. I just get mad and I explode, right? And it upsets me more. So if everyone's just, doing what I want them to do, I'm much happier. Which, duh, of course, if everyone's doing what you want them to do, you're going to be happy. Like, that's not life. That's not reality.
then you're a
People,
baby, right? You're
you're a big
a
baby.
baby.
Hmm. Yeah,
Meaning the baby cries, mom tends to it, feeds it, nurtures it, does whatever it needs.
right.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
what a
Just
baby
meaning,
does.
yeah, meaning like in terms of like managing your emotions, being able to self-regulate, you have not matured
Right.
throughout your life. You're stuck. Yeah.
And there are reasons you could get stuck. We understand the trauma or
Yeah.
the lack of attachment with the primary caregiver. There are reasons people go into the dark triad. There are
Right.
reasons.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Might upset a lot of people here, but like in this, confidence is not the same as competence. I think this happens a lot in faith-based religious realms. People do use
Yeah.
religion to manipulate others to
Mhm.
do what they want.
Yeah,
We see it all the time. It's very sad.
it is. It's, that's, yeah, it's tough because, you know, when Jesus was interacting with the Pharisees, they're giving him a bunch of rules, and he heals someone on the Sabbath, and they get mad at him and tell him he can't heal people on the Sabbath. And he's like,
Mhm.
well, you got to do good on the Sabbath. It's better to do good. You got so many rules to control the people around you so that you don't feel uncomfortable. And that's not the truth. That's not how you're supposed to act. If someone's hurting, you act on kindness to help them, even if it's not falling into this,
Box. Yeah.
the box of rules,
Hmm.
to fit the mold of to keep people kind of, I guess, restricted. Is that the right word?
I think that's the right word. Yeah.
Yeah, keep people restricted in doing the right things, when they need
Yeah.
to. So.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I'm not a pastor. I'm not a, you know, minister. I don't, I didn't go to theology school or anything, so I may have not got that perfect. I'm just saying. He said, do good, do
Yes.
the
Do
right
good.
thing.
Be kind, right? All these things that we're talking about, which
Yeah.
leads us to our next one, which is intelligence is not the same as wisdom.
Mm. Yep.
Yeah. How are they different? How would you explain that?
Intelligence is my ability to acquire information, obtain data, knowledge, in order for me to do what I need to do and function, or to manipulate people. Intelligence, you can manipulate people if you're highly intelligent because you
Hmm.
can read between the lines pretty quick,
You're
right?
persuasive, you're
Yep.
strategic, you're clever,
Use
right?
language to
You're
make
the
people
fox,
feel
right?
box.
Hmm.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. And then wisdom is, the person displays, they practice what they preach. They
Yes.
they enact it in their daily life.
Yeah. You're also considerate of others, right?
Mm-hmm.
We often come to crossroads in life where it's like, what's best for me versus what's best for everyone.
Ooh, yeah.
The dark triad will always choose the what's best for me.
Yeah.
A wise person sits there and contemplates, is this a moment where I need to choose myself, or is this a moment where I need to consider the effect of others? Because we talk a lot about self-care, and sometimes you do need to choose yourself,
Yes. Yeah.
right? But we're not choosing ourselves at the cost of harming others.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like you wouldn't, work your employees to the point of exhaustion because you want more money.
Right.
In business, you would think about others, their needs, and make sure that you're meeting their needs and they're healthy, not what can I
Yeah.
get for me?
Yeah. If you're a burnt out, overwhelmed, stressed individual and you need a break,
Yeah.
it is okay to plan a trip with a friend You
Yes,
know, pack a bag, go have a fun weekend, come back.
that's right.
You're not going to pack a bag, run away, and never come back.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
that's true.
that is abandonment. That's looking out for just yourself and not caring what impact that has on other people.
And that's the empathy part that Rachel said in our first podcast about the dark triad. They lack empathy. Theory of mind is knowing that people have differing opinions of you. Empathy is I can feel that you're feeling sad. I feel sad that you're sad, Rachel. I feel scared if you feel scared. And I want to
Yeah,
make you feel seen and heard. So
right.
empathy is a huge part of the ability to think of others and feel for others. The Good
Yeah,
Samaritan. I love
yeah,
the Good Samaritan. Yeah.
yeah. And so back to what we were talking about before, thoughts versus actions. It's normal and okay to have this like passing, somewhat intrusive thought of like, oh, just want to pack a bag and run away. You're not actually doing it. That's just your body telling you, I need a break.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You do need to get away and regroup, spend time with God or your higher power, however you know, whatever works for you. And you need to spend time away and regroup. That's not selfishness, that's self-care. Like Rachel said, you got to take care of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So when meet someone new or someone you already know and you're trying to figure out like, are they intelligent or do they possess wisdom? You can ask yourself, are they smart? Right? What are they using this intelligence for? Are they using it for good? Are
Mm,
they capable of asking themselves, what are the long-term consequences of my decisions? Is
yeah.
that something that even crosses their mind?
Yeah. Is what I'm doing, how does that impact Rachel? Is, what am I doing that's impacting my significant other? If I run off every weekend and go to a spa, how am I impacting Charlie? And he doesn't get to do anything or something.
Right, right.
Right? If I did,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Every weekend you're gone. Yeah.
yeah. Or a
Yeah.
fishing trip or a hunting trip for men.
Golf, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they just go away and they're going to do it whether it impacts you and the family or not.
Yeah.
That's very narcissistic.
Yeah. But that would be very Dark Triad-esque, right? They
Yes.
use their intelligence to win arguments,
Yep.
manipulate, justify harmful behavior. Like,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
very smart, very cunning, and they use it to their advantage to get what they want.
Yeah. They'll ghost you when it benefits them. They think you got attached to them. They'll put distance between you and them. They'll try to trigger you with your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah. So we're not saying avoid intelligent people. We're just
No.
saying look for a person who also possesses humility and responsibility with
Yes.
their intelligence, right? That's the difference. That's what we want to look for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which leads us to our next one, right? So empathy is the key there with the
Yes.
intelligence. As you mentioned, Linda, empathy separates healthy confidence from destructive manipulation. We're looking for healthy confidence in people.
Mm. Yeah. And it's usually not on display. Like, I mean, yeah, you might
Right.
post some things about your degrees. Of course, you be proud of your accomplishments. Um, I just always think of the magician, I think of the magician. I'm not saying all magicians are a dark triad. Again, we're using terminology loosely. So
Yes.
they're showing you one thing, but something else is going on in the back, right?
Oh, it's like a good metaphor, right? Of the magician.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And they're so confident about, right? Because they have to be.
Well, they do.
They've
It,
done this trick 1,000 times, right? They've
yes.
practiced, they've perfected the art. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's a great metaphor.
Yeah. But there's something else going on in the background.
Yeah.
And you've got to be wise as individuals that are empathic and good. You'll be wise about is is there something different happening than what they're presenting to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the hairs on your back of your neck will stand up a little bit if you listen to your body.
At some point, maybe not at first, but you're right. At some point,
Yeah.
you're going to notice something. You could be like, wait
Mhm.
a second. I didn't like that.
What's the real agenda?
Mhm.
What's the real agenda here? Yeah. It's like I think of the Eminem song. I'm not Eminem's great and good. I'm saying he sings up with a real Slim Shady, please stand up. Please stand up. I'm thinking of the video. I
Mhm.
liked it back in the day. And there's all these Slim Shadys. Well, who's the real Slim Shady?
Mm,
You don't know with the Dark Triad. You don't know who he really is or she is. You don't know.
yeah. They're
So
good at performing.
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
hope
They're
that
good at reading people.
yeah.
That's why it can seem like they're empathetic, even
Mm-hmm.
though they're not.
Yeah.
I know what you're feeling. We talked about this in our last episode. Cognitively, I know, but
Right.
do I care?
There's the
No.
question. Good question. Do I care that they're hurting?
Hmm. No, probably not.
Yeah. It's like the Pharisees not wanting Jesus to heal the guy on the Sabbath. It's like, do you even care about the person? No.
No.
Why don't you care? Well, then you're masking your true agenda here. This is suiting you, it's fitting your box for your own self. There we go. Your own selfishness. Now, we're all selfish. That's a caveat. Humans, we do have to have some selfishness to stay alive, you know,
Yeah.
but you're not looking at people as pawns to meet all of your selfish gain, all the things you want, materially, emotionally, physically, all that.
Yeah.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, I think so. I think in summary, like when someone shows you who they are, trust it, believe it, like who they really are, right? When you finally see beyond the facade, right?
Yeah.
If you pay attention, like past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. Does that mean no one can ever change? No. People do change.
They can change.
All the time, people change, right?
Yep.
But they change takes proof. It's not just saying, I'll be different, I'll do better. I'm a different person now. Like prove it to me.
Hmm.
Show me that you can be considerate of other people.
Exactly.
Show me that you care about how I feel.
Hmm.
Show me that you regret the ways you've hurt me in the past.
Right. Right.
Show me. Don't just tell me.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good.
If they're not showing you over time, I don't I don't know, think they've changed, right? Yeah.
Spade is a spade.
Hmm.
It's not a diamond, a three diamond, when you're playing cards, like, call a spade a spade.
Yeah. People want to make a lot of excuses for out of their own kindness
Oh, that's
for,
true.
for other people. They had a terrible childhood. They probably did. They're
That's
under a lot of stress. I'm sure they are. They didn't mean it. Maybe they did. They promise they'll change. Of course they do.
Till you no longer serve their purpose, then they don't. That- That's the thing about the dark triad. Once you serve the purpose in um their space, what they needed you for, whatever that was, they got their ego stroke, they got their power over you, whatever it was that they wanted you for, then they're done with you. They've just abandoned you.
They needed money. They needed a place to live.
Mm-hmm.
They needed something that you possess, something that you have.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
needed the social status, right?
sure. Yeah. And they're
The
very
job,
the
whatever.
job. That's true. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been charmed by one. He was just, yeah, a wonderful person. And when I set a boundary and said no to something, this is way back in my high school years. Like when I said no, they disappeared.
There's your first sign,
That's how you
folks.
know. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, disappeared.
Wow.
Yeah,
Gone.
gone. Didn't give them what they wanted. That's why it's important for you guys to when you know that you have a boundary, whatever your boundary is, physical, emotional, whatever your ethics are, if they keep going over that and pushing against that, then you know, they don't care about me.
Yeah.
They don't
But how,
respect me.
but that leaves people so often feeling like devastated, heartbroken, of course,
Well, yeah,
and, and the story, right, that gets embedded in their core sense of self is I'm not enough. In order for anyone to stay around, I've got to give them everything they want. No, you don't.
I'd rather be alone on a cliff with God than give some dark triad everything they want. I don't care. In the desert, I don't care. No,
Yeah,
thank you. Be
yeah,
willing to do that for your own person, your own authenticity, you
yeah.
know.
Someone choosing to leave does not automatically mean that you were somehow not good enough. Okay. Yeah. There's dark triad at work. Keep that in mind.
Hmm.
And dark triad, if you missed our previous episode, is narcissism, psychopathy, and Machiavellianism. If
Good
you're
talk.
unfamiliar with those three character traits, check out our previous episode.
Yes, and we are so glad that you are listening to our podcast. Please share it with people. It does prove to be helpful. And if you have some ideas, feel free to send them to us of what you'd like to hear.
Absolutely. Yeah. So good luck out there. Stay safe and keep filling your life with healthy relationships.
Yes.
All right. Take care, everybody. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye.